We are 8 rounds down in the Championship. Here's my thoughts on the latest action. Every game, every team, every goal. Be sure to have your say in this week's action down there in the comments. How did your team go and which other teams are impressing you? Hull 0, Sheffield United 2. The Blades push on at the top of the table and have a first away win to add to their already excellent home form. Speaking of form, this is a third goal in 3 now for Ollie McBurney, who fires in low to make it 1-0. Unlike Colin Farrell, Sander Berge is not in Bruges. He's still in Sheffield. Well, in Hull today, and he makes it 2-0. Blades continue their hecking bottom excellence. Hull are fun, but dropping down into mid-table. Norwich 3, Coventry 0. Well, it looked like a home banker on paper, and so it proved to be. Coventry's search for a win continues, while in-form Norwich get their 5th on the trot. Coventry caught in possession. Núñez to Pukki on the shoulder. Of course, he scores for 1-0. Pukki and Ramsey serve up an open goal for Sargent before half-time. 5 in 5 for the American. Sargent turns provider for Dowell for the third. Norwich impressive. Coventry struggling. Reading 2, Stoke 1. The Reading bubble did not burst following the defeat at Sheffield United. 12 points out of 12 at the SCL. It's a horror show, though, from Bonham in goal for Zhao to capitalise in the 2nd minute. Flint heads down for Wilmot to force home the equaliser. The two scorers involved again, Wilmot on Zhao, penalty converted by the striker. Great stuff from Reading. Alex Neil still looking for his first win as Stoke boss. Blackburn 2, Bristol City 3. Bristol City 4 wins in 5 and turning into a really fun side this season. The red-hot Conway heads the opener. 6 goals, 2 assists in his last 8 games in all competitions. Vyman slips in Wells for the second. Dolan touch and finish to make it 2-1. But here comes Wells. Goal line tech ahoy for the third. Ben Brereton Diaz is still there. He brings it back to 3-2, but the Robins hang in there for the win. Rovers, 4 wins, 4 defeats. Bristol City, very upwardly mobile. West Brom 1, Burnley 1. Both these sides have drawn games that they should have won this season, so not surprising that this was a draw that both sides probably will think they should have taken more from. Burnley left to rue a late equaliser. West Brom yet again. 23 shots, 1 goal. Burton takes down Teller. Rodriguez from the spot opens the scoring. 4 goals and an assist in his last 5. Here comes Brandon Thomas Asante, newly arrived from Salford. 98th minute, he equalises. Big picture, Burnley will be happier. Way too many draws now for the Baggies. Rotherham 1, Watford 1. Rotherham continue to leverage their good home form, bouncing back from defeat against Sunderland with a draw against Watford. Goal machine, Richard Wood, heads home his 4th of the season for 1-0. Bayo, great volley to equalise, 2-2 for him. Rotherham will be more than happy with their progress. Watford will be more than happy that the transfer window has finally closed. Down to business now for Rob Edwards to deploy that tactical plan, uninterrupted by the many rumours, until January. Still to come, the rest of the games and my team and goal of the round. Before we get there, I'd love you to hit the thumbs up button and like the video if you're enjoying it. Really, really helps our channel to grow. Middlesbrough v Sunderland. Yep, this game has not yet happened. Monday night TV game for these two. Still time, though, to head over to the prediction stream and see what everyone's been saying about this one. Swansea 1, QPR 0. Swansea win with a 4-4-2 and negative possession figures for the first time this millennium. Interesting goings-on down in Wales. Joel Pirro fails to convert from the spot on 16, but scores exactly the type of goal Swansea have been conceding 5 minutes later as they punish a QPR error. Second win of the season for Swansea. Keep an eye on those little tweaks. QPR a little up and down, but probably enough ups at the moment to have some optimism. Preston 0, Birmingham 1. Everybody stay calm. This is not a drill. Preston have conceded a goal and they've lost the game. Birmingham are the first club to crack the Deepdale code. Wing-back to wing-back. Graham crosses for Colin to head in the first goal past Preston in 8 rounds of Championship football this season. Excellent win for Birmingham. Look out for Chong and Bielik in central midfield. We love that. Preston have to be worried about the lack of goals. Time for Reish and Parrott to step up top for North End. Huddersfield 0, Blackpool 1. 2 managers with hard acts to follow this season. It's Michael Appleton, who's perhaps doing better in that regard, and he guides Blackpool to the win over at Huddersfield. Corbianu with the only goal in this one in the first half after Poveda hits the post. Efficient stuff, let's just say, from Blackpool, as Huddersfield certainly made and wasted some chances and come away with nothing. Big thumbs up for Blackpool and Appleton. Playoff finalists from May. Huddersfield just 1 victory this season. They really need to get going under Schofield. Millwall 2, Cardiff 0. Much needed victory for Millwall after 3 straight defeats. Former player Steve Morrison's Cardiff, the victims here. The Lions had to wait for the second half and relied on the bench for the goals. Cresswell repeats his opening day heroics with the opener. Morrison won't be happy with Cardiff's defending for the second as Afobe seemingly strolls into the box and dinks the decisive goal into the net. Good day for Millwall, but both of these teams need to start winning on the road to add to decent home form. Luton 1, Wigan 2. This Wigan side has cockroach levels of resilience and grabs a second battling, impressive away win of the season. Carlton Morris powers in his second consecutive home goal for the opener for Luton. One to forget, though, for the equaliser for the Hatters, given away in the corner and then an own goal in off Lockyer. Nothing wrong with the winner, though. Great strike from Asgard on the breakaway. Wigan, 1 shot on target, 2 goals, 3 points. Their fans will love to see that. Luton fans won't. They're not quite hitting their admittedly high bar. Quick look at the league tables has Sheffield United and Norwich looking to repeat their 2019 automatic promotions up the top. Kudos, though, to Reading and Bristol City upsetting some of the big boys in that top 6. Down at the bottom, Coventry still no win. Admittedly, they are a few games behind. Huddersfield, they're in the bottom 3. Middlesbrough don't play until tomorrow. Team of the round and goal of the round time then. My team of the round first. Honourable mention to Wigan for winning at Luton and for Birmingham for finally someone scoring against Preston. But there's something exciting about Bristol City at the moment. So I'll go for them and their away win up at Blackburn. Goal of the round, again, sorry Wigan fans, an honourable mention for Asgard's late finish at Luton. But I'll go for Vakun Bayo on the volley for Watford at Rotherham. Get involved with your picks for goal and team of the round. Remember, we're covering the whole division here, so please only suggest the team you support if, God forbid, you've actually thought about everybody else. We're 8 for 8 for reviews here on the channel, so you can click up there and see the playlist of our previous review shows. And it's always worth checking in with pre-season thoughts, so click here to see how we're progressing with my pre-season 1 to 24 prognostications.